morning. I'm Barbara Muckerman. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer of Silversea Cruises, and I have the privilege today of welcoming you to the brand new Silver Moon. We are at the Ancona Fincantieri shipyard taking delivery of the 9th ship in our fleet. This beauty is going to offer 298 suites for our guests, all pure whispered luxury as the signature of Silversea. Not only that, but we are going to have lots of news on this tour, from the salt ecosystem offering the most immersive culinary experience at sea, to a completely redesigned Rodam restaurant and a lot of other novelties. Please join me. This is the completely new redesigned Dolce Vita. It is a wonderful venue where you will be able to enjoy from pre-dinner drinks to just grab a coffee, but mostly create a ton of wonderful memories with your friends every single night. Welcome to the Arts Cafe, Silversea's own luxury revisitation of the typical coffee shop. Here, from early morning to very late night, you will be able to enjoy food bites of every kind, from pastries to sandwiches to just amazing concoctions from our chefs. And of course, you'll be able to try a very extensive coffee menu as well as any drink you might fancy. And welcome to the Panorama Lounge. The furniture is still arriving, but this remains a favorite for all of our guests. This is the venue where our guests will enjoy a wonderful coffee in the morning, an English high tea in the afternoon, or their favorite pre or after dinner drink at this incredible bar completely redesigned for the pleasure of our guests. And here we are in the Connoisseur Corner, where our guests will be able to enjoy a selection of cigars and wonderful liqueurs. But the best is really yet to come, so please follow me. And this is the great new outdoor but sheltered for Connoisseur Corner. I would like to point out to you that here we are at the Fincantieri Ancona shipyard, and the sister ship, the Silver Dawn, which will be the 3rd Muse-class ship for us, is actually growing very, very fast. So stay tuned to visit this other beauty very soon. And here, one of the most beloved venues of the ship, the Observation Lounge, where our guests love to recharge, read a book, or maybe just play cards. Here we are by the pool of Silver Moon. Not only one of the largest pools of the fleet, but also 2 whirlpools, plus a 3rd on the aft part, will be able to be enjoyed by all of our guests. On this same deck, we also have a completely new redesigned pool bar. And here we are at the spa, where you will be able to find a beautiful beauty salon, a fitness center, as well as, of course, the most pampering treatment rooms that you can imagine. On top of the 9 treatment rooms, there's also a sauna, a hammam, as well as another sauna with the most amazing ocean view you can really find. And here we are in a sparkling new outdoor area for the spa. Our best cruisers and partners will remember that in Silver Muse, the sister ship to the moon, this area was much smaller. We're gaining almost double space here, and you will be able to relax, enjoy, or have an incredible yoga class. And of course, with the culinary offering expanded on Silver Moon, you might want to stretch your legs a little bit to work some of those calories out. So for this reason, we've built one of the most amazing fitness centers of the whole fleet. Here you will be able to run, enjoy classes, or of course, just do some weightlifting. Welcome to the Venetian Lounge, our theater, where on Silver Moon we have a spectacular new LED screen. This is the most advanced technology you can really find at sea or on land, and it represents about 250 square feet of technology that will enhance everything from the daily shows to our lectures and, of course, the salt experiences. In 1994, Silversea defined luxury lifestyle at sea for the first time by launching the Veranda Suite. Today I'm sitting here in the modern version of this all-time classic on the Silver Moon. So why is it a suite? It is a suite because it has a full separate living room, a total surface of almost 390 square feet, and of course a wonderful balcony, plus a very large walk-in closet and bathroom. The living room of the Veranda Suite is really where the luxury lifestyle at sea is most embodied. Not only will your butler serve a full dinner at your simple request, but you will be able to touch up your makeup at the makeup desk, enjoy the full inclusive lifestyle through a minibar, or every single of your desires just by dialing the 24-hour room service. And of course, it's where it starts, the balcony. The balcony is absolutely my favorite space in this suite. You can enjoy the view of the ocean every morning, every lunchtime, or of course, just in the evening sipping a drink and enjoying the company of a beautiful book. The bedroom is as comfortable as it gets, with a very, very spacious large bed which can be divided in two. And of course the walk-in closet has generous spaces which will allow even the most incredible fashionista to have more than enough space to store all of her goods. The bathroom is a particular signature of Silversea because on every single Veranda Suite it offers a complete shower and a complete bathtub to be able to really relax and unwind after a day of exploration. Welcome to the Silver Suite. Well, it's called Silver Suite for a reason. It's one of our most popular suites, where you have not only ample spaces, but your butler will serve a wonderful meal. And of course, you have a fantastic balcony, which is more than 130 square feet itself. And here we are in the owner's suite. As you see, our beautiful Italian tailor-made furniture is still on the way, but we already have some great artworks with pictures from Steve McCurry. And of course, you can say you're basically ready to sail when the coffee machine is on board. So now let's go and explore another very interesting area of this beautiful suite. And here is the beautiful bedroom, but I would say that the best is still to come, so follow me. And with almost 1,000 square feet altogether, of course the coronation of this amazing suite is really the master bath. Not only we have a double sink, but there's a beautiful whirlpool, and what else can our guests cherish more than a wonderful hot bath after a day of exploration? And from the very front of Silver Moon, here we are in the Grand Suite. Not only one of the most beautiful, but one of the largest suites on board of this beautiful ship. The balcony itself is over 600 square feet. Look at this gorgeous bedroom, and of course, the best is always here. One of the largest walk-in closets of the fleet and an amazing bathroom with double sink, shower, and full bathtub. Here we are at the core of Silver Moon. This is what I like to call the food temple. Not only we have the 3 salt venues which will offer the most extensive regional culinary experience you can try at sea, but on top of that you also have an amazing Asian restaurant with kaiseki, as well as the most ever popular Atlantide. Silver Moon, with its 8 restaurants, more restaurants than any other ship in its category, is offering the most enhanced culinary offering at sea. What you're seeing today here is Salt Kitchen. It's a brand new concept coming out of the salt ecosystem, in which we're going to present to our guests culinary offering changing from the region of sailing every single day. Here we are at Atlantide. As you see, we're still missing some furniture, but don't worry, it's on the way. You know, on Silver Moon, thanks to its popularity, Atlantide is actually much larger than on the Muse, and this will allow ample space for you and your friends to enjoy its award-winning international cuisine. You fancy some live entertainment? This is the place to come. The Silver Note, our supper club where you can have either a wonderful dinner or just sip a drink at the bar. And by the pool deck, here we have the grill, where at lunch our guests will be able to enjoy simple grilled fares for a casual lunch on the pool, or at night it's a beautiful dinner under the stars with the award-winning hot rocks, where our guests will be able to cook their own fish or meat on hot lava stone. Spacca Napoli, also called the best pizza at sea, where our guests can enjoy a fantastic Neapolitan pizza from morning until late at night, thanks to this custom-built oven which just makes it perfect and crisp. And here we are in a totally redesigned, signature Japanese-inspired kaiseki restaurant, where our guests will be able to enjoy anything from sushi bar to an amazing multi-course dinner. Welcome to La Dame, a completely new experience for the signature restaurant. Not only is the venue much larger than she was in the sister ship Silver Muse, with almost double capacity, but also she's in a complete different deck, which you will see in a second makes a hell of a difference. And here you really understand why the position makes a difference. Imagine having a wonderful dinner with your friends with this incredible view behind you. And here is a particular which I'm very, very proud of. This is a beautiful Lalique crystal showing the Arethusa, which is a nymph, a woman coming out of the sea. So what a better image to show this restaurant, which has always been dedicated to La Dame, which in French, of course, means the woman. Here we are really at the center of what makes the Silver Moon an absolutely unique ship in our fleet. Here we have the salt ecosystem. Sea and Land Taste is the innovative culinary offering from Silversea that ranges from the Salt Kitchen, a restaurant where the menu will change daily according to the air of sailing, an incredible bar, as well as the most exciting test kitchen you can find at sea. Are you ready now for an amazing sneak preview of our second largest restaurant on this ship? It's Salt Kitchen. It's the first ever restaurant designed to offer you an incredible regional experience. Every day, the dishes offered in this restaurant will change, and you will be able to experience the most authentic food collection ever tested at sea. And here we go with another sneak preview. I am in Salt Lab. This is the most amazing salt venue of all. It's really the heart of the program. It's actually a test kitchen, but what I would say really defines this venue is that you will get your hands dirty. So here we will have all the new ingredients of every destination we go and visit. We'll have fresh herbs. We are going to really allow our guests to touch, smell, and prepare all these amazing ingredients, which really show how diverse and incredible our world is. Here we are in Salt Bar, the most exciting new venue of the ship. This bar will be able to offer you concoctions, liqueurs, spirits, and different wines from the region you're sailing. So taking an example from where we are today, we're in Ancona, in the middle of the Adriatic Sea, so you will be able to enjoy spritz cocktails or grappas. And then the ship will cross the Mediterranean, where you will be able to, for example, sample an amazing Vermentino from Sardinia, to arrive to France with all of its different libations, going from Calvados to Chartreuse to Pastis, arriving in Spain for a quick fruit sangria, and finishing up in Lisbon for an amazing vintage Porto. Good morning, I'm Barbara Muckerman. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer of Silversea Cruises, and today I have the privilege to welcoming you to the Silver Origin. This is definitely one of the most beautiful ships I've ever seen. So let's go and explore it together. This is the first thing that our guests will see when they arrive on the Silver Origin. It will be the beautiful marina. As you know, the Galapagos is the only destination where the ship never touches port. So it's incredibly important for our guests to be able to jump on and off the Zodiacs in incredible comfort. And this is for Silversea unique. This is where they will start every exploration, and they will arrive on the first day. Wow! This is Basecamp, and I have to say that even without art and furniture, it is absolutely amazing. And this is, you know, the Basecamp, the center of Basecamp is this amazing interactive screen. I think it's surely the largest interactive screen in the Galapagos, and probably is the largest in the whole of Ecuador. What's amazing about this screen is that the Silversea team put together bespoke content on the whole destinations, and it will be an amazing enrichment for all of our guests to be able to learn so much about the islands and their incredible secrets by playing with this unique screen. Here we are on deck 4 in the beautiful main restaurant of Silver Origin. Again, still waiting for the furniture, but you can just imagine how incredible this space will be. Being able to see the whole ship at the same time, 116 guests, so 100 guests plus all expedition crew will be able to be all together enjoying the wonderful celebration of Ecuadorian cuisine, which is so typical of our product in the Galapagos. And this is the Explorer Lounge. This is where our guests, once the Italian tailor-made furniture will arrive, will be able to enjoy the amazing lectures of the best expedition team in the Galapagos. And as you will see, the architects have designed it to make a lot of small living rooms where really our guests with their families will be able to enjoy in coziness. And how can we not talk about this amazing light that's really streaming in? So imagine being here during the day, enjoying the lectures from your own private living room, having a drink at the bar, and then, of course, going outside. And this is the beautiful exterior of the Explorer Lounge. This is where our guests will be able to enjoy an incredible cocktail at night or during the day. And if it's particularly chilly, which sometimes happens in the Galapagos, they're going to be able to sit by the fire pit. Of course, this has not arrived yet, but we're sure that it will be here by the time we're taking service into this wonderful destination. This is the beautiful fitness center. Wow, anybody will really want to go for a jog here. With our Technogym equipment, which is a signature for Silversea, it's going to be really, really nice to get some additional exercise after the beautiful sights in the Galapagos Islands. And what would be a luxury cruise ship without a wonderful massage cabin? Imagine being here, getting a wonderful treatment after a day of exploration. And this is our veranda cabin. As usual in the Silversea signature, it has a wonderful minibar, a very comfortable bed, which of course can be split. And the walk-in closet is, of course, any woman's dream, with incredible detailing and leather inside every single cupboard. And if you open the bathroom, you're going to see an incredible new feature for Silversea, a window to the ocean. We've never had that on any other Silversea ship. And this is the Grand Suite, one of the most beautiful corner suites we have in the fleet. So imagine being here, you'll have your private TV coming out from here, a dining table where your butler will serve a full-course meal. As you know, the Silver Origin is the only ship in the Galapagos with butlers for every suite. And there is an incredible environmental feature as well. Every single cabin, from the smallest to the biggest, is outfitted with this faucet where you can refill your water bottle, and so make sure that we don't have any single-use plastic on board. And this is the owner suite. This is the ultimate luxury that money can buy in the Galapagos. It is a wonderful apartment, and I actually want to bring you immediately to my favorite part of this suite. And here in the owner suite, well, we have a typical, beautiful, whispered luxury of our bedroom. But the great spectacular piece here is actually in the bathroom. Wouldn't anybody of us have a bathroom like this one in his own home? Not only it's double sink, but you have your own private jacuzzi, with an unbeatable view, and look at this shower. I absolutely need to show you how from the shower you can actually get outside on the balcony. We just hope our guests will have a bathrobe on when they do. And of course, on a Silversea ship, you want to always be ready for any occasion. So this is an incredible walk-in closet. And as the ultimate luxury accessory, you can actually take your shoes and put them in a special shoe rack. And here we are on the highest deck of Silver Origin. It's a beautiful pool area where our guests will be able to lounge or sit or have a dip in the beautiful whirlpool pool that will be overlooking not containers of the port of Rotterdam, but the beautiful islands of the Galapagos as soon as she arrives in place. And here we are in the grill of Silver Origin. As soon as the furniture will arrive, this will be a spectacular place where the whole ship will be able to have dinner at lunch at the same time with the hot rocks, or of course, beautiful lunches. What's incredible about this space is that it will be customizable for the temperature, which, as we know, is very fickle in the Galapagos. So we can close all the awnings or we can open them up to be able to always make sure you are at the right temperature in the equator. This is the coziest lounge of the whole ship. It's the observation lounge, a signature lounge for Silversea. Even if this is particularly special, thanks to the 260-degree views that you can enjoy, and of course, this beautiful furniture. Who wouldn't want to have this incredible Italian leather at home? Thank you so much for having taken time out of your busy schedule to visit this beautiful baby ship with me. I just look forward to seeing you all on board of this beauty in the incredible Galapagos Islands.
Wow, they're all absolutely stunned by that look around Silver Moon and Silver Origin. Just incredible. What beautiful, beautiful ships. I had a few questions to get us going, Helen.
Yes.
Barbara talked to us there about the different restaurants. There's 8 restaurants. I'm sorry if I missed this. Are all restaurants all included, or is there a supplementary cost for some of them?
No, on the the larger ships that we have, so this wouldn't apply to the expedition ships, but there's there's 2 restaurants on board the Silver Moon and the Silver Dawn and the Silver Spirit. One is the Japanese restaurant and one is a French restaurant called La Dame, and there is a cover charge. I think the Kaziki restaurant is $40 a head, and the La Dame restaurant, which is the French one, is $50 a head. We do this really because the numbers are so low in there. Also, we don't want people cancelling last minute because they're so hard to come by. But if people do cancel, give us enough notice and there's people on the waiting list, then that's fine. But yeah, we do keep on those. But all the other restaurants are fine. And one thing that we don't have on board our ships compared to some other cruise companies is that we don't actually have set times for dinner. You don't have to book to eat at 7 o'clock. You don't have to book at 9 o'clock. You go into the restaurant. You can pre-book if you want, but a couple of the restaurants that we've got are actually big enough to see everybody if everybody turned up at once, which doesn't really happen. So it's always free seating and you can dine any time that the restaurant's open. The other thing that we do, just to note when it comes to dining, is that if you feel like being a bit social, whether you're traveling as a solo traveler or you're traveling with a partner or friends, you can go in and they'll always ask you if you want a social table, and you can join other people or people can come and join you. And some people really like that. Otherwise, there's enough restaurants in there. If there's just 2 of you and you just like dining alone, then that's fine as well. We're never putting with people unless you ask to be with other people on there.
And do you get some couples choosing to do the social dining just because
Yeah.
they're keen to meet new people? And that's really nice.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, I was on a ship once down in South Africa actually, and I was just on my own helping out, and people were asking me if I wanted to go to dinner, and then we ended up on a big social table, and there ended up being about 12, 14 of us,
Oh, lovely.
mostly couples, and then myself. So yeah, it's a nice way to dine. I mean, sometimes you don't want that, but just one other thing to note. You kind of asked me one question, and it's like catapulted me along, but. The other thing as well is that we have something on board called the 24-hour dine around. So whatever restaurant is open, you can eat from that restaurant in your suite if you want. So we will get the butler to deliver the food to your suite. There's no tray charge or anything. And if it's out of service of the restaurants that you'd like to dine from, then we do have an in-suite dining menu. So you can always eat 24 hours on board our ship and never any cover charge.
Fantastic. Because a lot of our agents have not sold a single cruise, or very, very new to selling cruise, I think perhaps the the Silversea product, it looks so fantastic, but it is that higher price point, isn't it? Any advice for them when they're looking at their client database to try and kind of see which clients that they might have the best sort of opportunity to sell Silversea to? What sort of other trips or holidays might they be booking with them at the moment that mean that Silversea is a really great fit?
Yeah, I think we get asked this a lot, you know, and I think anybody that appreciates good service when they're traveling, be that in a hotel, you've got that customer that it's not necessarily that they want to go really flash and they want the most expensive property, because that doesn't always offer us the best service. So it's somebody who appreciates good service. Is what you're going to get with Silversea. I mean, we treat our guests really, really well on board. Everybody is really looked after. Our crew to guest ratio is one guest 1.12 staff, so it's nearly one-on-one in terms of staff versus guests. So yeah, I'd say anybody that appreciates good service, anybody that likes seeing different places, you know, when you look at somewhere like, for example, the east coast of America, you know, you can come down from Canada to New York, see New England in the fall, which is what people love doing. A lot of people either drive that themselves and see the different places and stop somewhere different every day, or they take a coach tour. But of course, when you do that, you've got to unpack and pack every day. With us, we stop at all the places that you would want to see on a New England tour, but you only unpack once because you're on board a ship. So anybody like that, you know, who likes touring, that kind of person as well. And generally speaking, I think sometimes you need to look, because yes, we are more expensive in the offset, in the first sort of, you've got to pay this money up front, but there is nothing else that you need to pay on board. Particularly now, from April, we're offering a shore excursion in every port. We're offering, obviously, you get flights included, transfers included in the destination, but we've also just started doing transfers from the home to the airport as well in the UK. So we really are, that price that you pay is kind of everything. You'd need money if you wanted to go and have a spa treatment, or if you wanted a shore excursion that wasn't included. But other than that, you might look and see yourself, you might even have premium cruise line customers who, you know, pay for the price and they add all this stuff on and they go for extra suites, and actually you might see that there's very, very little price difference with us.
Okay. So just on that point around excursions then, so from April, there will be an excursion in every destination that's included, but then there'll be additional ones on the excursion menu that might be an additional charge.
That's right, yeah. We don't just have one, actually. There's a list of excursions that the guests can choose from. I think they can book those in advance. I think it's 180 days in advance you can start booking your excursions. So there's a long list of excursions. So it's not just like, you know, the one that nobody wants, the really hard walking tour that's only an hour long. You know, we do offer a lot of very good excursions, but then there might be some people that want an absolutely private excursion to themselves, and they would come at a premium.
Great. Evelyn asks how suitable Silversea would be for clients that have accessibility requirements, have got disabilities perhaps. So is there anything you can say around that?
Yeah, all of our ships are geared up to look after guests who might have disability requirements. I was just looking around the Silver Moon when I was on board in, well, I've been on a couple of times actually, but in August I went and looked at our new style suites for access needs, and they're really good, they're really big. So yeah, we don't have an abundance of suites, so a guest would need to book in advance, but we will cater for that and getting the guests on board, off board, etc. We have that covered. Just one thing to note as well, on our expedition ships, so for example in the Galapagos, we launch the Zodiacs every day, the boats that you go off and you do the tours on. What we say on board one of these is if a guest can walk down a flight of stairs, a small flight of stairs, then they're okay to do this kind of excursion as well, but they will need to be able to get themselves down the stairs. Obviously, we would hold them either side to get on and off the boat, you know, just to protect them. That's not just people with walking issues or any disability issues, but they would need to just be able to get down a flight of stairs themselves to go on our expedition ships.
Yeah, sure. And what would be an agent's best chances of actually being able to experience Silversea for themselves? I mean, do you have kind of a reward scheme, or are there fan trip opportunities, ship visits that might be possible?
Yeah, we struggle a little bit with ship visits versus the other big cruise lines. I don't know if everybody's aware, but we are part of the Royal Caribbean group. So we've got our ships with Celebrity and Royal Caribbean that are really big. So getting people on board is a lot easier on ship visits. With us,
Yeah.
20 people walking around is actually quite a lot on our ships that only have 100 guests or 300 guests. But that said, we are having ships coming into the UK in the next couple of years down in Southampton, and around the country, and we will always try and get you on board if you're looking to come on board. And we usually do a tour and lunch. It's not quite the same being on a ship that should be somewhere exotic, and we're at Southampton, but it gives everybody a really good indication. The other thing that we offer, which is absolutely great for travel agents, is we offer our kind of friends and family travel agent rates, and these can be booked through TIS, touchdown services. So we do have prices on there which are very less than half the price. I've also got a list of voyages at the moment which we've got instant confirmation on. So if anybody does want to get on board and wants to sail with us, you're probably looking at about $250 a day whilst on board, but that's quite a lot cheaper than what we would be offering as our guest prices. So you can contact me after, or anybody that you work with in Silversea, and we'll be able to give you those prices.
Great. I think one of our agent guests says she's going to sell her children so that she can she can come on board. Oh, fantastic! Thank you so much, Helen. We have come to the end of our time slot with you. So thank you very much for your time and sharing all that information